So you can. Oh, and we are live. We are back, my man. What's going on? You can go
What's
ahead and
up,
send
bro?
those messages out. What's going on, Kyle? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
What's up, bro?
It's good to be back, man. We was
Oh,
gone for a
I
little
forgot.
bit.
I forgot the mic. It's been a while.
We are having technical difficulties here.
What's up,
Forgot.
bro?
I'm chilling, man. I forgot how to use all this equipment. This shit had dust on it. I had to wipe it down and figure this shit out. Forgot how to
Yeah.
use some of the damn equipment. So,
Uh,
it's got a little bit of a learning curve. How about you, man? What's going on with you, brother?
bro, everything's going on, but nothing's going on. Uh,
Yeah,
so it's a lot, but it's all good, man.
it's
It's
a
all
lot to
good.
talk about. Definitely a
Yeah,
lot
it's
to
a
talk
lot to catch
about.
up on, man.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting show, welcoming ourselves back and welcoming back everybody else. Our day ones are here right there in the chat. It's just good to be back, man, and just bringing some good content and talking to people from different walks of life, man. So,
So, Rick, guess what?
what's up?
The daily chat starts now.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to That's So Controversial. I am your man, Rick. Today I'm joined with my host, Kyle. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, bro? It's been a long time, man.
I
I
know,
mean, in this
man.
matter.
Yeah, exactly. As far as it's concerned,
Yeah.
we both had things going on in our lives. I was dealing with some, um, a loss in my life, a couple of losses in my life, and some health issues, which kept pushing this back and how to deal with that. And how about you, man? What kind of things have you been doing, within the past, 6 weeks or whatever?
Just been trying to grind out, bro. Really, I've really been working on some projects, finishing up some, entering some exhibitions, and it's been it's been an interesting couple of weeks, man.
You actually entered them in some exhibitions, you said?
Yeah, I'm waiting for a response now from Photoville. It's a national one, and yeah, I'm just waiting to hear back, And I finished another film project, so it's been pretty busy for me, man.
All right, that's good, man. You haven't been laying on your ass. You've been busy, being
Yeah,
proactive,
yeah, I've been trying.
Yeah. Well, with me, as you already know, and what I'm about to share with everybody else was that I recently lost my dad to pancreatic cancer back in March. He was diagnosed in November, and he was doing good for a little while, but then he got COVID, and they stopped giving him chemotherapy. And as soon as they stopped giving him the chemotherapy, the cancer just ate him up.
Oh, sorry to hear that, man.
So yeah, sorry, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. And then 2 weeks after that, one of my coworkers died from COVID.
Yeah.
So it was just like one thing after another, and
Yeah.
it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. And then I was dealing with, waiting for results. And then I was having some issues with my pancreas and my bile duct, and I had to go get CAT scans, MRIs, MRCPs, blood work, sonograms. But at the end of the day, everything worked out all right. So have
It's
a
good to
clean
hear,
bill of
man.
health for now. Yeah, so it's good, man. It's good to
It's
be
good to
back.
hear, bro.
Yeah,
I'm glad to see you in good health, man.
it's good to be in good health, man. It's not cool when you shit in white.
What? You know what's funny? I just watched Step Brothers literally yesterday,
Uh,
and it was a scene where he made him eat white dog feces. Yeah. So thanks for bringing that back to me as I'm about to order my Domino's.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man, that's good, bro. That's good, man. I'm glad to see you are in good health. Really sorry, to hear about your losses.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Losing someone is not easy, especially
Right.
someone you're close with. Unfortunately, I mean, this is the life that we live, so we have to deal with it and move on eventually. We can't get stuck in grief where we stop giving up on our own life. So um, I'm just glad to see you up and back and doing things and still smiling, still looking handsome. So
Stop it. Stop it.
So yeah,
Nah,
good to
no,
have you
but
back, bro.
yeah, thanks, man. This is like the first like real loss that I've had in my life in a long time, and it's the first time I was trying to figure out how I was dealing with the loss, and it's crazy the things that happen, right? Like like, for me, it felt like I kept repeating the same day over and over and over, and it felt like my life kind of like stopped because I
Mm-hmm.
was in that moment of mourning, right?
Yeah.
And then you log into social media and you see everyone else moving on with their lives. Even though you're grieving, they know you're grieving, right? If you don't understand the logic behind that and the positive message behind that, you can get caught,
Yeah.
perceiving it the wrong way, right? You might see it like, nobody's really understanding how you're feeling. How could they tell me, that they feel bad when, they're posting all these positive things? I'm like, they just told me, they offered me their condolences, then they're throwing up these funny ass memes, right?
Yeah.
So the positive message I took from that is that life goes on.
Yeah.
Life goes on, man. You can't be stuck in that moment. And that's what it felt like for a little while. I felt like I was just living like in the same day. It felt like time froze for like a month.
Mm-hmm.
But like seeing all these people do different things and moving on that, it showed me that, it's not the end of the world. And the people that you love and you care about wouldn't want you to be in that
Yeah.
situation. They'd want you to continue moving on in life and being happy, being productive, and creating things and just moving on. Like like for you, how was it like when you how was your process? So did you learn anything about yourself as far as the grieving process or what it did to you?
Um. Yeah. Yeah. Um. A few years ago, when we had one of our coworkers, a very close guy, almost like a mentor, pass, it was kind of like uh, it was really depressing in a sense. It's one of the main reasons why I left where I was at last time. Just going back to the same place, and having to deal with that was a challenge. But it's you have to deal with it, man. You literally just have to kind of remember the good, and you know you have to live your life and keep it moving. You can't get kind of everybody has a grieving period, but you have to remember that you still have a life to live, and you have loved ones that want to see you do well, and that person that may no longer be with us will want, like you said, will want to see you move forward as well. So
Yeah.
um yeah, you respect the memories, but you have to move forward.
You know what I found weird also was like during that grieving process, right? I had good days, right? And when I realized I was having a good day, I kind of punished myself for having a good day. I was like, I felt like it was wrong that I was
Yeah.
in a good spirit, even though I was remembering, good things, and it felt weird to actually be progressing in the right direction.
Mm.
It felt like I was doing the memory of my lost one like a disservice by not thinking of it. If I went like a whole day and I was going through like my normal routines and I didn't think about the person, when I did think about them, I'd be, oh wow, I didn't think about them today, and I felt bad about that.
Yeah. That's
And
it's always weird, man. That's
yeah,
always weird. And it kind of not helps, but it kind of put things in perspective as well, because now
mhm,
the ones that you have close to you still here,
yeah,
you cherish them a little bit more. It kind of like refocuses like the pettiness, the minor quarrels you guys may have mean nothing when it comes down to the grand scheme of things.
right.
So it's all how you look at it, man. You know.
Yeah, it's crazy. Another thing we decided to do with that was the cremation thing, right? And it's weird
Mhm.
because that's what my dad wanted, that's what we wanted, that's what we agreed on, that's what we talked about, right? It felt so wrong afterwards, man. It's
Really?
like, yeah, I felt like I made a mistake. I was like, oh shit, you can't turn back the clock. You can't say, all right, you can't, uncook this guy for me, please. It's like
Yeah, that's it, bro.
it
Once they
was
cut that,
so, yeah.
once they cut that grill on, bro, there's no coming back, man.
Yeah, man,
There's
that
no
was
coming back.
it was such a crazy thought, right? And when you think of cremation, right, you think ashes, and that's not the case, man, because there are no ashes. They burn. I don't mean to give too much information. They burn off the skin and everything. All you got is like ground bones. It was so weird. I didn't know that. Did you know that?
No, I just thought it was
Like soft ashes, right?
well, I was never going to touch it, but I just thought it was just like black ashes. I don't know. I'm
No,
pretty
man.
ignorant to it.
It's like I guess like gravel.
Oh, really? You
Yeah,
touched it?
I had to. I didn't have a choice.
Oh, okay.
Well, I didn't actually. It's in a bag, you know.
Oh, that's what I'm like. Wait, what would you do? Touching it? Oh,
Yeah,
but that was his wishes though. So, yeah.
yeah, but like if there's like a zombie apocalypse, he can't come back. That's game over.
The question is, would you want him to come back?
I'd give him one more hug before I take him out. He's a zombie.
Wow, that's weird. Yeah.
Yeah,
Speaking of zombies, we all vaccinated, aren't we?
for the most part, yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm sorry. I just feel like that was an easy.
No, that was a great
easy
transition,
segue.
man. That was a great transition, man. Fantastic. Yeah. So how did you feel about it initially, now, and going forward as far as vaccinations are concerned? Were you always like, yeah, I'm gonna get the vaccination day one, I can't wait?
No, I was waiting for the free trial version to be over. I was waiting for it to go through all of the hicks and the updates and everything. But what it came down to was I want to kind of
we are the guinea pigs, you know that, right?
Yeah. But it is what it is. I wanted to kind of get it out the way and to kind of get back to some kind of normal life. So
all right, cool. Yeah.
What about you?
Me, I was hell no, I ain't getting no damn vaccine. I ain't beat cancer to get killed by some fake ass vaccine.
Yeah.
And some shit. So I was 100% against it. I was like, not that first batch, not that first wave, not me. Hell no.
But then
I'm like, I want to travel.
Wow. Oh yeah, wow.
Yeah, I've been stuck at home for God knows how long. I changed my vacation plans like 4, 5, 6 times because of these COVID restrictions. I'm ready to go, man.
You did all that just to go to Jersey?
Oh my God, Jersey. No, so what do you call it? It's kind of weird because when it comes to vaccinations, right? It's the same protocol for all vaccinations for the most part. They use the same method. There's nothing new. So the way I seen it was like, if you have the same mindset about COVID, right? It's we, for the most part, a lot of us think, not a lot of us, but people don't take it too seriously. Not to say that you shouldn't or you should. To each his own. You think about however you want, right? But I was getting to a point where I was getting tired of hearing about COVID. I want to put this shit behind me. I was sick of it. Take your
time.
The statistics were showing
the statistics.
The Daffy Duck word or whatever.
The tic-tac-toe. All right, got you.
We're telling us it's damn near 100% survival rate, right? Mm-hmm. I didn't know anyone personally that was suffering from it too badly. Everybody I know was surviving it until it finally hit home when my close co-worker of ours actually died from COVID. Yeah. And then you start seeing it a little bit more different, right? Nothing's real until it hits home. Cancer wasn't real until it hit home. COVID wasn't real until it hit home, until it takes someone you actually care about.
Yeah.
And then you start taking it a little more different. You try to respect everybody's wishes. So I just say, I want to be, a little more proactive. I want to be able to travel, and I just want to put this behind us. And again, you have a statistic thing, right? It's going through the trial period. And it's a high percentage rate that people are not getting side effects. So it's kind of like the same. It's like the other side of the coin with the COVID, right? A lot of people are surviving. You don't stress it, right? But when it comes to the vaccine, it's a high not success rate, but it's a high rate that you're not going to have anything bad happen. It's a small percentage that something might have back. They keep you there 15 minutes.
Yeah,
they're like,
crazy story. When I was getting my second shot. Literally, people were arguing when I went to a FEMA site. People were arguing with the airmen and women that they had to wait 15 minutes.
What?
Yeah, they was really like, oh, it's against my rights. I don't have to wait here 15 minutes. And the guy was telling them, like, it's for your safety. And he was like, well, it's my right not to be safe. And then she was like, well, if I get sick, I'm just going to come back in here. He was like, no, once you leave, you need to call 911.
Game over.
Yeah. He said, once you walk through those doors, you're not coming back in. So it was just weird. I mean, even then, people just make things difficult, man. It's only 15 minutes. It's and it's for your safety. It's like if you start turning green, they want to be there to help you. whatever.
If I turn green, I mean, don't touch me. Let it happen. Let it happen. I think I'm about to turn into the Hulk, brother. I'm like, shit.
This is the way every superhero starts.
Exactly,
every superhero
right?
starts.
I'm like, don't mess this up for me, man. Let it work. Let it work. All right, again, tell me.
Mike wants me to tell a joke.
No, he's telling you a joke. It's funny dad joke, right? Hold on, here he goes. I'll throw it up here, right? Mike Pabon, funny dad joke. What do you call Pfizer and Moderna together? An Arnold Farmer.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I laugh because I don't get it. But if Mike, you want to give us a little more substance and we can share the joke properly, I don't want to.
Farmer, Pfizer, Moderna. I'm really trying to figure this out. An Arnold Farmer.
An Arnold Farmer. I guess Arnold Palmer is the golfer.
No, is he talking about Arnold like Schwarzenegger?
I don't know, but Mikey,
you're taking too much of our time now. Tell us what this corny joke is.
He put his hand to his head. He's like, "Sweet Lord, pharmacy farmer."
Oh, Pfizer and Moderna together? Is that what we're going? No.
Yeah,
no.
That's what he said. No, that's what he said. Yeah, he said, what do you call? Wait, let's go back.
Arnold Palmer is a drink. Oh, wow, I was really off of that one.
I'm sorry. That's what happens. You tell a non-alcoholic beverage drinker to tell an alcoholic joke. But I don't know if Kyle drinks. So, yeah, you just chose the wrong audience, brother.
All right, Mike. Try again.
Yeah.
Please.
We'll catch on next one. Let me get back here.
Yeah. Thanks for nothing, Mike. An Arnold Palmer. Oh
I want to say thank you to Prescott for the condolences, man. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Arnold Palmer's iced tea, apparently. Oh, Mike, thanks for ruining the show, bro.
And also, thank you for your condolences. Going back and some of these.
Oh, everybody! Apparently, you and I are the only one who don't know what Arnold Palmer's an iced tea.
Well, they shouldn't be telling alcoholic jokes to people who don't drink.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But it's not alcoholic though; it's a regular iced tea.
Oh, it's a regular iced tea. Then I guess we just not tea drinkers.
No, it's half lemonade and half iced tea. It's a half and half.
Oh, I know exactly what he's talking about. That's a terrible joke. I'm sorry, man.
All right, can we move on? Thanks, Mike, for wasting 5 minutes of our lives. That
That's right. That was an interesting fork in the road. Now get the fork out of here.
Yeah, that was just as bad as Mike's joke. So what do you want to talk about? Let's do some quick lightning rounds because I know we're not gonna have a long show tonight. What do you want to talk about, man? What's the first topic you want to talk about?
For me, man, I just want to jump right into the whole how everybody's an investor now. You got the stock craze, the crypto craze with GameStop, with Bitcoin, and all this other stuff. Have you been in the know-how? You've just been stuck in your books and you just don't see the shit.
I've been investing a lot in myself lately.
Yeah, I noticed that. Where can I get some stock of Kyle?
Yeah, I know.
And don't drop your pants.
No.
I'm not invested in that. What kind of stock we talking about?
Yeah, I just been just working on myself, building like my skills up. So, but I applaud all those who are getting into it. I have a little bit of concerns about it because once the masses start to get into something, the top percentage is going to change the rules to benefit them better. So that's just my theory on it.
I agree. It's already happening.
Yeah, so I think that that's something to be very careful with. But I'm gonna tell you what I am annoyed about, right? And it's about nobody in particular, but this is just about everyone now. It's like we are so caught up in the social media world, right? I am tired of seeing people's investments on my timeline. Like, if you want to invest it, do your thing. Good for you. I don't care. So why are you showing it to me? Oh, I don't care that this went up $2, or I don't care about the scraps you're making. No offense, but I don't care about it. So why you keep on showing it to me? I don't understand.
Well, in their defense, they're not showing you. It's on your feed, and you're looking. They're not saying, "Look, Kyle."
Why post it? Why are we posting our COVID shots? Why are we posting so much personal things?
That's the world we live in. That is the world we live in. I don't personally subscribe to it. I'm not constantly posting a lot of my stuff, but on this show we do. We
No, I'm talking about.
face.
No, I'm talking about like we do post like for things, right? But
Right.
personal stuff, I don't understand why we
Mhm.
post. I don't care about your
I, I
portfolio.
I hope the idea is to inspire and promote positivity as far as investing is and as far as the vaccine is concerned, because you see a lot of negativity on both sides of it. You got the people say, oh, look, I got vaccine, I'm better than you. Then you got people who don't like the vaccination saying, whatever, my freedom is my freedom. It's my choice. I
Yeah.
respect everybody's decision. Live your life to the best,
But
to the fullest. Yeah.
keep your non-vaccinated stuff away from me though.
No, it doesn't matter. I'm vaccinated. It doesn't matter. You're vaccinated. I'm not vaccinated. We can still be friends. I
Yeah,
don't
keep your cooties over there.
care. like to each his own. I believe in everybody living whatever life they want to live. As long as you're not hurting anybody, by all means, have
Yeah.
at it. Have at it. I don't think I'm any better than you are because of whatever situation. And I don't think that you think that you're better than me because of whatever situation. We
Yeah.
all make the choices in life that we believe is for our best interest, right? I'm not going to
Absolutely.
knock somebody because they did or they didn't do anything, or if they do or do not believe in something, unless it's going to hurt someone, or it's in a negative light, then it's immoral. And even that's kind of wavy ground because people have different morals and stuff. So it's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, but I'm proud of everyone getting interested in investments. I really think that's a great. Um, my uncle was really good at it. He tried to get it to me early. I'm talking when we were all able to get uh AOL stock, because that's how old ago it
Whoa.
was. Yeah, he was really old, and so he was always telling me, "Kyle, you're gonna buy low, sell high," and he was like really trying to get me to get into it, and I just it's another form of gambling for me, but you just have to know, it's a little bit more advanced because you actually have to know what's going on in the world to succeed at
Exactly.
it the most, and kind of be able to foresee certain things, or kind of it's like horse racing. You got to be able to bet on the right horse and foresee what's going to happen. So
There's
I just
definitely
hope people
different
be
ways to look at
careful.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's definitely different. I think day trading is more like the gambling thing. When you're
yeah.
doing day trading,
Hmm.
that takes, for one, it takes a lot of time, and
Hmm.
there's no way. That's gambling in my eyes because there's no way to time the market. You can try to use whatever algorithms and whatever analysts or any indicators that you want, but at the end of the day, man, you don't know when the masses are gonna buy or when the
Yeah,
masses are
they're
gonna
going
sell.
so yeah. And then it's just, I think we just social media makes a lot of stuff hard, man. I tell you, it makes a lot of stuff hard. Like um some things that would considered not inside trading, but it's just certain people shouldn't be making certain comments because it could influence the
Absolutely,
entire market.
like
Certain
Elon Musk with
Yeah, he
Dogecoin.
cannot speak. He shouldn't be speaking. And at one point, it was Trump shouldn't have. He was doing it at one point too. And you have a lot of people, even Warren Buffett. You have people make comments. It has to be like, all right, you can't say this because you're going to literally influence the market
Absolutely,
for the day. And that's
yeah.
again something to be very, very, very cautious of.
I thought
In
that was
caution.
actually illegal at one point. Didn't 50 Cent get in trouble for doing something like that a while
Yeah,
back? There
yeah,
was a penny stock that he tried to push on one of his social media platforms, and he got in trouble for it because most penny stocks are pump and dump.
yeah, yeah.
Whatever you saw, put it up there, man. Put it up there.
No,
Share it.
no,
Share it for us.
show and mommy flow just with this OnlyFans thing.
Uh,
Fans only, I think. But it's interesting, man. If anybody really wants to get into it, I would offer two movies. Um, the first one is one of my favorites, which is Leonardo DiCaprio's movie, The Wolf of Wall Street.
yeah.
That was a great one, and I forgot the other one with my
Who's in it?
um Shia LaBeouf did the remake to it.
Oh, Wall Street
Uh,
Never Sleeps.
yes, the original it's a different time period, but yeah,
Okay.
those are two good movies.
Yeah,
You
my
know,
take on investing is just to like invest in stuff that you believe in, stuff that you use every day. If you go to Target every day, invest in Target. That's a thing that's going to continue to grow. Invest in Walmart if you go to Walmart. Like, invest in stuff that you actually use every day, because that's truly investing. Not only are you purchasing stock, but you're actually using the product, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what? Give me an idea of something that you invest heavily in, like, I guess, audio equipment, video equipment, and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And that's stuff that you actually believe in, because you're actually making purchases in that product. So that's something that
Sony would be something. Sony would be a company I would invest in.
There you go.
Prime example.
I think that's probably the best way to invest, instead of as opposed to just keeping your money in a savings account.
Yeah.
Definitely, like, invest in stuff that you don't have to do homework in, because you are a client of that product. You believe in it, and you're constantly purchasing it. That's probably one of the best ways to get into investing initially.
Mm-hmm.
Just from my point of view.
No, I got you. Right now, for me, it's just, I'm focusing on literally trying to become the best Kyle I can be. I'm learning a whole bunch of different skills and trying to acquire different skills, and, taking on different challenges and stuff like that. So, but, I applaud anyone who's doing it. I know my cousin, he does it, and he's hooked on it now. Hopefully he's watching. He's literally hooked on it. I'm pretty sure if he's not watching, he's doing something with the money. He's a stock guru now, or a trader guru. So hopefully he can make me some money.
I got a little bit lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I hold something?
Not yet.
Oh.
I gotta let it mature a little bit.
Oh, but you know what thing with the posting, I really feel like it is literally like posting your 401k. Like, it's, I kind of make that kind of parallel analogy, I guess. Comparison. It's so personal. It's like, damn, just make your money in silence.
You see what? Now I'm gonna explain to you why I think most people do it. It's like the same effect with the Elon Musk thing, right? A stock or whatever investment you have is only going to grow. The more people know about it, the more people invest in it. So if you're trying to keep a stock a secret, it's like, why wouldn't you want anybody to know? You want as many people to know as possible, so that its value can go up. That's my perspective on it.
You think so? I don't think so. I don't think that's why they're doing it. I don't think you give them the benefit of the doubt. You give them the benefit of the doubt. I think they're doing it because it's a trend now, and everybody wants to do it. But how many people really understand it?
Right.
So, but that's that. We can move on.
Game over. Pulling the plug on this one. That's it.
Yeah, we can move on.
So sure.
Right, so are we going controversial now?
Let's go for it. It's the name of the channel, right?
Actually, let me change this, because I think that would be inappropriate.
So now you got to be PC in here, huh?
Yeah. Trans people in sports.
That's a really good one. That's one that I personally am 100% against. 100% against. And I am voicing my opinion on this thing because I just do not think it is fair in the least bit. And it kind of like spills into other conversations, right? With whole gender gap as far as sports is concerned. You've heard the conversations. You've heard the speeches. All right, I'm going to answer Show's questions. Why not? Because quite frankly, whether you believe it or not, there is a difference between a man and a woman, especially when it comes to sports. So I think that men are just built genetically different. Like, we have more dense bones, we have more muscle tissue, we have more muscle fibers, we have we can just do, when it comes to like athletic sports, if you put a guy to go up against a women's team, chances are the men's team are going to win, depending on the sport, right? If it's ballerina skating, the men are going to lose. That's hands down, right?
Not getting into that with you. Nope, not doing that with you. Not doing that with you. Doing your own.
Cool. All right, I'll go on my own. Fine, that's fine.
I'm not gonna say men or women are better at
it's not about better. It's just about genetics. It's just about being built different.
Did you see it's a difference between what is it called, co-sports and then having a transgender person compete in a different sport, right? So say for instance, like when we were younger, some of the sports that we play are, I'm pretty sure I'm saying this wrong, like co. So you can have a male and a female playing it, you know. So
Co-op? What?
Co-op, yeah, like co. I think it's something like that, right? So like tennis, you can have a male and a female on doubles playing on its team together, right?
Right.
But now that changes when you add a man or a male into a sport that's played by all females.
Exactly.
That changes the dynamics of it, you know.
Yes.
Because my only point is, I have 2 points. One is that when we saw it happen in the UFC, that girl got her skull broken when she competed against a trans man. She broke a female's skull in the fight. It was literally a man fighting a woman, and she broke her skull. So that shows you right now it shouldn't be happening. The other point is that we see it a lot where we have trans men, when they were, before they transitioned over, they were just average athletes, right? And then when they transition over to be able to compete in female sports, they are literally at the top of the league or the sport. It's unfair. It's totally unfair. It's unfair to women, I think, because now you have high school students, college students who will begin exposure as a top 5 player or top, top 10 player. Now they're getting pushed out because they have someone who is doing better than they are. You know?
Right, and just to let you guys know, is like these are just our opinions. This is just how we feel. It's not how we think that things should be. Just by having an open conversation on the topic. These are our opinions. We would love to hear you guys' opinions. So I just honestly, I mean, I think the proof is in the pudding, right? You have these trans, trans male or trans female?
Trans male, or
they are dominating women's sport. They are holding titles that used to be held by several different women. There's like 2 trans people who hold collectively all of the titles now.
Yeah,
all of the titles in female sports, and they are taking spots away from women who otherwise would have had opportunities to get into like primetime colleges and stuff like that.
I thought it was a small documentary. I'm gonna see if we could post a link where it was about this high school girl. She was a track star, and she was literally in the top 5. And I think
I saw that one.
And it was somewhere in Middle America, and she was in the top 5 or something. And then she end up getting pushed out the top 5 and losing scholarship opportunities because it was so the field was so narrow for her anyway. And then she ended up getting pushed out the top 5, and
her friend.
Yes, and having to go to another school where she was literally in the top 5 for like the whole 3 years or something like that in high school or something. It was something like that. So I think it's not fair, you know. And the person who replaced her was like in a top 300 or top. It was some wild number. She was in before she transitioned over. So,
and I would love to hear if you guys think that that there is no difference between men and women when it comes to like athletic sports. I'm talking about like the footballs, the baseballs, the running, the stuff that actually requires a lot of like muscle to play a role in it, because you're at a genetic disadvantage. And that's undisputable. Like
it's like putting LeBron James in WNBA. He's going to average 75 points minimum. Minimum. But it's just not. I don't think it's fair.
Right.
Possibly. I don't. I think things can be unisex, but it has to be. Combat sports cannot be unisex. I'm sorry. You cannot have a male fighting a female. But
and just to be clear, this is not saying that women shouldn't do certain sports or that they can't do certain sports. We're just saying that they shouldn't mix the two. You shouldn't put like a male boxer versus a female boxer. Like, you can do any kind of test you want, man. As far as strength is concerned, you'll see that there is a difference. And this is not to hate or to say that that they shouldn't do this, they shouldn't do that. This is not to say that they should be prohibited from doing these kind of sports, but there should be there's an
answer for it. I just don't know the answer for it.
Yeah, exactly.
There is an answer for it, because I think it's their right to be able to compete, but I do think it has to be fair. Just like I think like boxes, like I think Joe just brought up a good point. Boxing has weight classes. Right. You can't have a 175 guy fighting at this point, even a 165 guy. That's just too much in weight itself. Those are different. Those are 3 different divisions in between that weight of 10 pounds. So
Right.
can you imagine having that much of an advantage, a male versus a female? I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's safe um for combat sports. But it's funny, me and Michael was talking the other day about it. I showed him a picture. It was this guy, he was like 38. He went back to college and he's about 6'8". And now he's playing females basketball and dominating.
Of course he's gonna dominate.
And it's nothing against the skill of the female athletes. It's just,
but there's a difference in athleticism for sure.
And height. He's so much bigger and stronger than everyone else.
He's gonna jump higher than every female there.
Yeah. So it's not fair. I don't think it's fair. But I do think everyone has the right to compete. We have to find a place for it.
Right.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like if you do decide to do like the mixing in the sport, like do you put a handicap on the men? Does that make it more fair now?
No.
Like do they not be able?
It's disrespectful to the game, man.
Right. So you put a handicap on the women. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And maybe anybody, military people, there's literally a different physical requirement for females in the military and men in the military. I believe so. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I wouldn't somebody to correct me.
Man, my mouse is dead. I can't even put it. Put up press one's thing. He would dominate. Bruce Jenner will dominate.
But you know what's crazy? He said himself that she said herself that it's not fair.
Right.
So
you see that mistake you just made there? Somebody would have ate your ass up because they think you were being offensive, and God knows that you had no intention of being offensive. It's gonna be a transitional period before people get used to certain things, man.
Yeah.
Like people are like, I don't understand why people are. I'll always say this: being offended is a choice. That's my opinion on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're a trans person, right? You're a male transitioning to a female, right? But you still have very masculine features, and you haven't really done the whole transition. And you come into a place of service, right? You got to understand that these people are coming to you with respect, and everything that comes out of their mouth is in service to you. So if they call you sir by mistake, it's not with an intention of malice. They're being a professional. They're using the words that they know, that they're familiar with, to address you with the utmost respect and positive intention. So in that situation, why would you choose to be offended knowing that this person is in a working environment and has their professional face on and is trying to give you the best, service that they can? So when they address you as sir, you don't have to like just jump in their face and think that they're trying to offend you. I'm sorry, my battery's dying. You can understand that, there's going to be a transitional period before people start getting used to the new norm.
But it's not even, I think it's even a simpler version, right? So when you and I, say we go to a restaurant, right? And you and I are at a restaurant and the waiters and waitresses are all wearing black, right? Okay. All black with shirt and pants. And then we see somebody walk past wearing all black shirt and pants. We're going to assume that person works there. So if you come to somebody and you see them dressed a certain way, you could maybe we're still haven't transitioned as a society to understand this, that you see somebody dressed like this, you may assume that they are one thing, but now we have to keep in mind that they could be anything they want to be, which is
and that's
right.
Fine. And that's fine. Like,
you can't get offended though. That you can't. I mean, you could get offended. But like you said,
why choose to be offended? Yeah, why choose to be offended? Like if you know damn well that this is a new thing, that like society, the social landscape is always going to be dynamic. It's always going to be changing. And I want to believe for the most part that people are good-willed and good-natured. A bully, an asshole from a real good person. So if someone's trying to be malicious towards you, or if someone just genuinely just made a mistake. Why are you going to choose to eat this person up when there's just, they're not trying, they don't know you. Why would they, especially if it's a place of business, why would you choose to let that mistake, because God knows that's what it was, ruin your day, or try to use it to make an example.
I will share a story. I was working in this school one time with this guy. He was an older guy, and this was maybe 10 years ago. And somebody was coming to do something, and they was coming to pick up a kid or something like that, and I think he was a guidance counselor. Well, anyway, the young lady showed up, right, and she showed up
Mm.
with some baggy jeans, a white t-shirt, a hat on, and she had cornrows in the back, and her hat was pretty low like this. And so the woman comes up to him and says, "I'm here to
See?
pick up such and such," right? She said,
Yeah.
"I'm here to pick up such and such," and he's like, "Oh, I thought it was a girl picking up," and he was like, she was like, "What are you talking about? I am a girl," and then she raises her hand up, and he was like, "Oh, I didn't know, but isn't that the
Mm.
point that you want to look like a guy?" And for that moment, I kind of understood what he was coming from. Like, you dress like this, you want to be perceived at this, but then when somebody calls you by mistake or because that's how you look, you get offended. It was just it was an eye-opening experience to me. But now he would probably get fired if he did that today.
Man, I work in a place where I deal with access control, right? And there was a situation where, a person gave me an ID, right? They looked nothing
Yeah.
like their ID. What was presented to me was what I perceived to be a female person, and the person who presented me the ID, I perceived to be a male. And I told
Mm-hmm.
them, you can't swipe in with someone else's ID. And they looked at me like I was crazy. They
Wow.
was like, that is me. And I'm like, no, it's not. This was early on in the game, before it was a little more mainstream than it was now.
Mm.
So then he's like, that is me. The person's being persistent. So then I got nervous. I looked at the person of the ID, and to avoid a bigger situation, I had to take a gamble and just give the person's ID back and allow them access.
See, that's not fair because one,
Hmm.
you are supposed to. They tell you if you in any state thing, any state building or anything like that, you are supposed to have the latest representation of yourself and the
Right.
ID. Because if you was to go into a government building, you probably won't get access if
Hmm.
you don't represent yourself.
Right.
So, two is now you give that person the benefit of the doubt and you get screwed over because that person wasn't, and he pulled the old switcheroo on you.
It's one of those damned if you do, damned if you don't situations. It's like you're right, you're right, you're wrong even when you're right. It's gonna
Yeah.
take the time. It's like you said, it's gonna have to be some kind of situation where they force you to update your ID if it's
Mhm.
a drastic difference from the
Yeah.
original picture.
Yeah.
And then
This is,
how do you enforce that without hurting someone's feelings?
yeah. I don't know, man. I support everyone living their best life, but
Agreed.
we got some questions that need answering eventually.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure. It's like, how do you go forward? And for me, like I said, like, I'm
but
not trying to hurt nobody. Go ahead.
let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Say if you had a daughter, right,
Hmm.
and she was in the bathroom, and um, and a male walked into the bathroom, you have a
Hmm.
problem? Would you have a problem with that?
Sure.
Yeah. So it's. I'm not trying to say that it's any kind of malintent with that male walking into the bathroom, but as a parent, you may not feel comfortable with the person of the opposite sex walking into a public bathroom with
I
your.
wonder how the ladies would feel themselves. Like, any of the
Yeah.
ladies that are in the chat today, how would you feel like you're in? I mean, now they're becoming
I
more
wouldn't
more
feel.
rare.
I wouldn't feel comfortable, bro. If I was in the bathroom and a female walked into the bathroom when I was using it,
Hmm.
it'd be like, oh, whoa, I gotta get out of here quick.
No, but you're gonna have to adjust because the
Yeah,
idea of a male and female bathroom is becoming a thing of the past.
yeah,
That's becoming a thing of the past. So now that what they say in the bathrooms is like use the bathroom that most reflects your gender identity.
yeah. And I'm okay with that. But just what you gotta do is you gotta make those bathrooms into little stalls, like doors where they can
Mhm.
lock, and like you have to like really cut. It can't just be an open urinal. Urinal?
Sound like a penis with a unibrow.
Yeah, it can't just be open. It has to be. It
Urinal.
has to be some separate. Thank you. It has to be some separation. It just
Right.
has to be some separation. I think that we got a lot of growing and understanding to do, man. It's literally like
Yeah.
introducing and it's me some an entire different species almost. They're all human, but like an entire different dynamic into
There you go. That's
the. Yeah, I'm trying to.
You trying to
Yeah,
tread softly.
yeah, right.
I mean, just so you guys know, man, it's so new. So it's a lot in such a short period of time. So people are going to make mistakes. And I mean, I like to believe you can tell the difference when someone is being, when someone has malice, right?
Mhm.
And when someone genuinely makes a mistake.
And then another thing it could be is just ignorance, and I don't mean that in a negative way, just
No, I
the lack of
understand. You just don't
knowledge.
know. You just
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah. Because I was talking to my friend, and she enlightened me on some things that I didn't know, which I was like, all right, well, I didn't know this. It's not a topic that I'm really like diving deep into, but you know, it's what would be good if we was to be able to have a trans person on the show and we
Eventually,
talk it out and
it's
hear it out.
it's funny you say that because I wanted to start like some kind of this is stupid, like an Avengers assembles kind of thing where we get someone from every different walk of life and have these conversations and hear from their perspective. I think that would be so
I think that would be
freaking
dope.
awesome.
Yeah, I don't know why they gotta be Avengers, but that would be dope.
No, because they have the Justice League or the Knights of the Round Table, that kind of thing. You don't like that. You just no.
No.
You're
I
gonna be
mean, we just ultimately do.
superheroes, man. Yeah.
But they see why they gotta be superheroes? They can't be super heroines.
People. Oh my God.
You see,
Jesus.
you
See
open
it?
up that can of worms, not me.
No, because you know better. I mean no malice, okay? But yeah, that'd be great to just have people like get together with us from different walks of life. Obviously, we're gonna have different opinions, but it's gonna be great to have these conversations and open this dialogue and just hear from different people's perspective. You're not always gonna change someone's mind or make them understand because some people are just locked in their ways. I'd like to hear it. And if I need to adjust, I will. If I hear something that sounds logical or if I can understand that, and even if I don't agree, I can still say I get it. I get it also, and I
Mm-hmm.
respect it.
Yeah.
I want to hit some of these comments real quick because Elizabeth kind of had me laughing over it. She's like, I've gone into the male's bathrooms plenty of times. I stopped there and my mind wandered a little bit. But then it goes on, said the ladies' lines are just too damn long sometimes. And I've worked at clubs and bars. That is just so. I've actually worked the bathroom lines. You get pretty good tips there. Also, when you let them skip. So skip the bathroom lines.
Oh, I think you said typical. I'm like typical what? But all right, cool.
Wow. So all right, then she says, unfortunately, everything has to be very separated from sports to bathrooms. And I definitely respect their opinion. I am of the same mindset. I think that I mean, whether you want to call it like traditional value versus contemporary values, I think I'm more of a traditional value person. And if things
But you're open minded.
absolutely
That's the
100%.
difference, though. That's the
Right.
difference between you can be traditional, but as long as you're open to new ideas.
I'm open to new ideas that don't put anybody in danger. And unfortunately, I think even though I've been proven wrong so far, it hasn't happened yet. Because I was like, it's gonna happen instantly when they started mixing the bathrooms up. I was not a fan of that. I'm still not a fan of the idea because I don't like the idea of my wife being in the bathroom and a guy being able to go in there. Because again, quite frankly, I'm a defensive person. You don't know what their intentions are.
Yeah. I don't like. Yeah, I don't know. I just it's not. I don't think it's like I said. It's no mal. It's just a safety thing. But you can't assume that someone's gonna go in and do wrong.
Right.
Even if it was a person of the same sex, I'm still kind of wary of anybody going into the bathroom. What was that face for?
No, because you say you didn't feel safe when we went to the bathroom. So I was concerned that what kind of dangers did you think you was in?
Bro, you could be in the bathroom and someone can accuse you of something. That's the kind of danger I'm talking about. I'm not worried about being hemmed up, but I'm worried about this person touched me. Like, no, I did.
No.
Yeah. And then 3
Yeah.
or 5 for Kyle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Game over for Kyle.
Now I'm somebody's girlfriend.
Yeah.
So
Hey, they need love too, man. Why not spread a little love?
Anyways, what else we got here, Rick? That was
I mean, this topic can go on for days, bro. It really can. It's like the never-ending story, man. This shit, it has so many avenues, so many forks in the road.
But Rick, I think we got to work on that. We got to get a round table of different lives, and we got to have some real conversation about some real dialogue to understand and to teach one another. Because I think that's the problem with a lot of us. We don't know about other people, and ignorance takes the lead, and we kind of make these assumptions about people, and without even knowing who they are. So I think it's good that we really need to bring some diversity. to this chat, and let's see what we can do about that, man.
Right. Let me ask you this real quick. It's leaving my thought process as I was gonna say. I should have wrote this shit down. Damn it! I had a really good point to make, Kyle. You ruined it.
It wasn't that good.
It was a fantastic point. It was great, but I got this brain that's running on dial-up. You ever heard that? Ding, ding.
With the man with the people, he run into his people, and then the family's together. Welcome. You got Mel.
I don't know, man.
You know, to my AOL for those 80 babies.
Says, do you have any trans friends? No, but that's not by choice.
Not that I know of.
Right.
Not that I know of.
Oh man, here's a question, and here's gonna be good for a conversation later on, right? Because this is a topic that I've been hearing a lot about lately. Like, do you think that it's transphobic not to date a trans woman?
You know what? Genuine got in trouble for this comment.
Yeah?
I thought it was unfair. No, I like women, so I'm gonna date a woman, and it's not because I have hate against anyone else or scared of anyone else. I like women. That's that. I can like tall girls. That doesn't mean I hate short girls. I can like dark skinned girls. Doesn't mean I hate light skinned girls. I could go on forever with this one. I can like girls with glasses. Doesn't mean I like girls.
But that's the way they try to frame things to try to kind of. Oh, that's the point. Like, all right. Like, while the social landscape changes, right? I don't feel like people should try to like coerce the new belief system.
Don't try to convert me. Let me live my life, man. I'll be your ally, but I don't have to partake.
Exactly, and that's my thing. Also, is like, if I have traditional values, do I have to give up my values now in order to adopt, or be forced to accept the new contemporary values? I'm of the mindset live and let live, man.
Yeah, I am a heterosexual male, right? I like women, right? I don't see that changing, right? So I'm gonna like that, but I'm not gonna knock anyone for who has a different lifestyle. How do you feel about someone who says that you're transphobic or you're homophobic because you won't date a man who transitioned into a woman? But it's my life. I can do what I want with it. So why are you worried about what I'm doing with my life? That would literally be my response. Like, first of all, I'm not, phobia means scared, right?
Yes.
I am not scared of a trans person or a homosexual person. I'm not scared of that. My preference is women. So that's what I'm going to date, a natural born woman.
Yeah, absolutely. And I agree, man. Like I said, to each his own, man. Live and let live.
But I'm not going to judge you if you do date that.
There you go.
But just don't try to recruit me because I already got my team. I'm good.
My thing is all about the common denominator, man. The common denominator that we all share is that we are human beings.
I thought you were going somewhere else with that one.
No, man. The common denominator, man. If you're a human being, I love you, bro. That's it. That's all I care about. What you do above the level, above that fraction, man, I don't care. It's irrelevant. It's never been important in the conversation. I've never asked somebody, so what's your ethnicity? What's your sexual preference? What's your preferred gender? I don't care. Are you a human being? Let's talk.
Yeah, well, yeah, somewhat. Yeah, I kind of agree with you.
Kind of. Yeah. Where do you draw the line?
No, when you said let's talk, what do you mean by talking? You mean like we can have a conversation, or you mean like Oh, okay, cool.
I said cool. People. I'm not fucking everybody, bro.
You said it again? I didn't hear you. Say it again?
I'm not fucking everybody.
Oh, all right, cool. All right, so Elizabeth brings up a good question. What if you dated someone who was transgender and you had no idea because they did not disclose it?
I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's rape. Right. I think that's wrong.
I think it was some kind of form of rape, misleading. You deceived me. Rape is having, I don't know the exact definition, but it's against my will. If you didn't give me the right to choose, you deceived me. So,
okay, yeah, I think you have a responsibility to disclose that information, even though you're not comfortable with it. If you're choosing a certain walk of life, right? I think you have to respect that not everybody is going to subscribe to that lifestyle.
Yeah, it's even with religion. So if I'm a certain type of religion, hey, if we're dating, these are my principles of life. whatever. I think that's, you have to let that person know that, give them the opportunity to make a choice. You get in trouble when you take choices from people. That's when you're
Yes,
holding against people against their will, kidnapping people.
100%. Yes,
Um,
100%.
so I mean, someone who you treat. I mean, how long does that last before you know they're transgender? I want to know if anybody has a story that kind of lasted. There was actually in a relationship with somebody didn't know they was transgender. Um,
Man.
Although I have seen on social media that some of these transgender people are very, very, very good in transitioning over, and
Oh yeah, they're
it's
beautiful. They're
yeah,
beautiful.
yeah,
I
beautiful
wouldn't be able
people.
to tell. I would
Yeah,
not be
some
able to
people.
tell.
Yeah,
Like if I was single and I saw them in the street, I think that they were a heterosexual female, and I would try to approach them. That's how good some of them look.
yeah. So
So, do you think that would be, their responsibility to disclose that? You know what? I gotta ask you. Do you like men?
yeah, no,
Like,
I'm still dating. So my question is, and it's sometimes it comes off wrong, like
mhm.
natural born woman, right? Like yeah, I feel
Right,
like it's a time that we live in. Like yeah, we natural born woman, and
right.
but I think Show had asked the question, what if, no, not that one. I don't think dating a trans people make you gay either. I don't know about that. I know there's so many
Mhm,
rules now that I'm not even going to try to indulge. We need to get a
mhm.
someone up here to kind of break
From
that
that,
down for us.
right.
Um, because there are a lot of, there's a lot of things that Rick and I don't know. But in my personal opinion, oh, that's not the question. Um, I think once a male dates another male, that's considered gay. That's my opinion. But I'm not part of
Right,
the community, so I don't know. I don't know if that's correct, but that's just my definition of it.
right.
Um, so
I think that would be an accurate label if we had to label it.
yeah, but they have so many. They have so many different categories, Rick. It's a whole community that we have no idea exists, and we
Yeah,
don't know.
exactly. This is an interesting situation. So she says, a guy wanted to date her. He liked women, but he liked to dress like one. He was a lesbian in a man's body.
That's interesting. Oh, you can
That's
hear
it.
that? Oh yeah.
Was that alarm clock? You had to go to bed? Oh, you just took a phone call. All right. All right, so Kyle's out of commission for a second, so I'm going to indulge in some of these questions really quick. So I think that's pretty interesting. What let's just say she had a guy that wanted to date her, and he liked women, but he liked to dress like one. So he was essentially a lesbian in a man's body. So I mean, I guess in that situation, you don't have to guess. There's not much guesswork involved in that. You just got to
My
understand that
dominoes.
that's not your cup of tea.
I'm sorry, what was the question? Oh,
No,
a guy
I was
wanted to
just
date me. He liked women, but he liked to dress like one. He was a lesbian in a man's body. No, he was just a man. No, he's just a man. But you know what? See, here's the thing, though. And my friend put me onto this. So if I wouldn't consider this person a lesbian, right? Um, I don't know. Maybe we know it. I don't know. I'm not gonna just think about. I don't know,
yeah, I
because
think
if you can dress like, you can dress very feminine, but what is feminine? What is dressing like feminine? So you can dress a certain way and still like women. Or we could dress like Prince and still like women.
there you go. Yeah.
So you could be like what is it, Boy George? That's what it's called. You
Yeah.
kind of dress like that with the makeup, and oh, he converted to full woman. Oh, that's a little bit different. All right. All right,
No,
cool.
so I think this is what Show was referring to when I was talking about the common denominator being human beings.
Uh,
So if they're aliens, they don't qualify for that equal treatment, right?
yeah.
Aliens from another planet, not aliens as in
Oof.
non-citizens. I dodged that one like the Matrix.
Yeah. Oof. Interesting. Yeah,
Let
man.
me see what else we have here before we wrap things up real quick. The says it's not rape if you like it, puppy. If you caught
Uh,
feelings for this person, that's on you, all right? That is on you, okay, Kyle?
hear that?
But I mean, you're not gonna get that far. Like if you haven't fully transitioned, and when I mean what my definition of fully transitioning is that you took your parts out and you no longer have the appendages that qualifies you to be a man, as far as I'm concerned. Not that that is the standard definition for whatever you guys want to say a man or woman is. But that's how I would describe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
Oof, oof.
I'm gonna be pretty pissed if you was a man this whole entire time and you misled me.
All right, is that before or after second base?
No.
No, but seriously, that could happen, man. Like if you don't know any better, the person looks fantastic as a woman. They transition beautifully. You're attracted to this person. You guys go on a date. You don't know anybody. You have no freaking clue, right? You guys made out. Kiss was beautiful. Was fantastic.
But you're not gay. That's not gay. You just was misled.
Hey, I'm not saying you're gay.
I was talking to Show. I think that's what. Okay.
Right. And now you guys are starting to get physical, right? You put your hand on what you perceive to be her leg, and then she stops you.
Mm-hmm. Why you bite your lip? You talking to me, bro?
Yeah, exactly. Hear me out, right?
Show me your hands, man. Show me your hands.
So she pulls your hand, right? And then she whispers in your ear, you sure you want to do that, right? Without telling you any further. And you're like, hell yeah. And you go up a little further.
You get a sausage.
You notice, y'all twins down there. you gotta get physical? Yeah.
Bro, that's misleading, bro. I'm not promoting violence, but that is misleading, man. That's really
no, it is. I think you have to. I think there's a certain level of responsibility.
Yeah.
People are taking these conversations and trying to say homophobic,
oh man,
transphobic, whatever, queerphobic, all this other stuff, and that's just not the case, man. It's just you shouldn't lie to anybody that you're trying to develop a relationship with.
Nah, man, no. You should say like, yo. If you can ask them, hey, well, how do you feel about blah 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 blah? Do you think blah 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 blah? And they say, nah, I just like
we can be friends.
All right, we can be friends. I'm this, my word. Tell me stories, whatever, how it works. But don't mislead me, man. If you know that I am a heterosexual person, don't mislead me. I think that's wrong. That's wrong. So, and it's manipulative too. Yeah, you manipulating the situation. You kind of deceive me and all this other stuff, but. That's that. It's the world we live in. Now you lucky for you that you're married and you have kids, so you're good. You know for sure.
Do I though? Right? No, that'd be funny though, right? Kind of find out she had a great doctor.
Yeah. The best.
The best. Switched up all her organs.
And now, what would you do?
I think it's too late.
So now you would convert to being a.
I'm gonna be a man who fell for it.
Wow, she said that's technically a woman. I don't think so. I think you're technically a woman when you're born one, but that's my personal opinion on it. That's my personal opinion.
We can have that discussion for sure.
Yeah, sometime. I think So,
yeah,
but wow,
she's a science experiment. People are gonna get so offended no matter how you label it. Yeah, no matter how you label it.
Wow. So let me ask you a question. So you're pretty much saying that you would date your wife if she was a man?
Not if I knew initially.
But at this point tomorrow, like right now.
Tomorrow she showed me the doctor, her procedure, and a picture.
And she showed you the picture before?
Yeah, I see her junk. Yeah. And when she was like this.
Yeah.
And she was dangling.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be so disappointed because, I guess because of my views and my big, because I've always known her as a woman this whole time, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've known her as a woman this whole time, and I don't know if my feelings would change.
Can you answer my question? Yes or no? Would the relationship continue?
I think it would. That's the crazy part.
That's great. Yeah, that's
right.
Really,
right.
That's amazing.
And
so,
it's just I think it'll be
come out now.
I think it'll be so hard for my mind to wrap around that truth. If it was a truth,
you would want to be like, nope. I don't want to believe it.
No, exactly. I think that's something that. I mean, put yourself in that situation. Think about it. Like someone you was in love with for years and years and years. Then you find out before. I mean, that they weren't who you thought you were.
You lied to me.
Yeah, you did. But does that change
the way you feel
about them?
And you faked the birth.
You faked the birth.
You faked the birth.
No, the birth isn't fake. They got the organs and everything, man. I'm telling you, the best doctor in the world, Dr. Einstein hooked
Oh,
up.
okay. So they was able to make him produce eggs. Okay, cool. So if in
Dr.
that,
Frankenstein.
in that
did his
case,
thing.
bro, that is you. Wow. I don't know, Rick. You are really in love, and I applaud it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful
No,
thing.
I'm trying to wrap my head around it, and I don't think that if she came in here and told me right now, show me proof of everything, show me the dick pics, everything.
You gotta see. But what if she burned it? She's, I don't want to live that life no more. This is who I am now.
No, then I'm gonna be full of shit.
Yeah, no, I don't believe it. Nope, not believing it.
Nope.
Hear no evil, see no evil. I hear
Exactly.
You, yeah, but the line I wouldn't be able to get over.
Facebook just said, I think anger would dominate all other feelings.
That's definitely a sign for that I'm putting hands on.
I don't know who that is, but whoever you are, if you're married, apply it right now to the person that you're in love with and find out if anger would dominate. I don't think you would.
Bro,
I don't think you would.
It naturally would have to. You've been lied to for 10 years?
I'm telling you right now, if my wife walked in here with the doctor, right, with video of the procedure, pictures of what she looked like before, I think it's kind of like being pulled out of the Matrix too late, right, with Keanu Reeves, right? It's going to take a while for your mind to process that reality. You'll be, no, put me back. I want to go back to the Matrix.
Yeah, you would take a blue pill.
I think that's the process. I think once you accept that reality, your feelings may change.
Okay. So
with that said, Kyle, I just want you to know.
It's not me. It's not me that you got wrong. Yo, that says a lot, Rick. I don't know. You really just said. No, I know what you said. We all what you said, but I don't know how I feel about that.
It's because you're not in a relationship right now. That's
that strong. Yeah.
Right. But think about the
deceit.
Okay, fine. I got you one right now. And please don't take offense to this because this is just a scenario. If your mama told you she was a man.
Bro, two totally different things. That's totally
love. There's love involved, bro.
No, it's not. It's two different loves. Two different type of loves. You cannot compare your love to the love you make to your wife to the love your mother has for you. No, two totally different things, bro. Don't do that.
All right, fine.
Because now, but your mother that was a lifestyle choice for your mother, right? Say that. But now, but with your wife, she got you involved in it now. Well, he got you involved in it now. So now it's like, yeah, exactly. I don't penetrate my mom. Good point.
All right, fine. I'm just trying to think if my dad or my mom, right?
It couldn't be a family member. It would have to be literally someone you're dating. That's the only way.
Oh shit! No, it applies because I remember a story right now where it happened to a couple where they switched roles. I'll find you the article. I'm not even bored. You're looking at me like a fool. They switch roles, man. The mom is the dad, and dad is the mom, and they're as happy as can be according to the article.
Okay. Well, those are two people just loving people, right? Cool. But they didn't think one thing was another. There's still a lot of deceit there. I don't know. It has to do about me being in love that much. I don't know. I think it's the deceit was. So, question.
Okay.
Elizabeth Ortiz, if you was dating someone for a long time and you found out they was cheating on you the entire time, would you forgive them?
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
The same deceit is going on.
No, I'm not getting cheated on.
No, but I'm talking about they lied to you for this entire time.
There's a difference between loyalty and a deep, dark secret. They
knew that you like women. They deceived you for 10 years. That's manipulation.
Too late. Wow,
you rather just live with the oppressor at that point.
I drank the tea, bro.
Oh man.
I drank the tea.
Okay. Cool.
I'm gonna be thinking about this shit all night, bro.
But you might want to just confirm some things, man, tonight. That's all.
Get over here. We gotta talk.
Oh man, this was fun. Yeah. But
you start questioning every single like hair in the wrong spot, man. Why you got one little hair growing right there, huh? You shaving when I ain't looking, huh? Let that beard grow out. Let it grow out.
I don't know, man.
No, yeah. Yes, I agree, Letitia. Life is
It's
complicated,
complicated.
but
It
I
very
would
is.
not have it any other way, man. I love living life. I love getting to know people from different walks of life. I mean, life is going to continue getting even more complicated as people continue to discover themselves and create their own realities. It's going to be different. It's going to be an ever changing landscape, an ever changing dynamic social landscape. And who knows? Who knows? It's confusing. It's complicated, you know. But I'm all about loving people, and you know, you do whatever the hell you want to do, whatever makes you happy, as long as it's not hurting anyone, and as long as I don't have to, you know, change my views or my points of or my what do you call it? My traditional views.
Mhm.
You know, live your best life, brother. Live your best life.
On that note, there you go, bro.
All right. She says she did. She forgave, but once a cheater, always a cheater. I don't know if that's always true. You believe once a cheater, always a cheater, Carl?
That's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother hour. It's a whole other conversation for a
All
whole
right,
nother
man.
hour. Honestly,
I had so much fun coming back. I missed this shit. I missed you guys. I missed everybody in the chat. I'm glad to have you guys back. We're gonna be doing this on a weekly basis because while I was out, I was burning myself out doing this thing every day. But we're gonna try to bring you like really higher quality content Monday nights at 8 p.m. sharp Eastern Standard Time. Kyle is on board, right? You're gonna clear, make sure your Mondays are clear, right? Right,
yeah, yeah,
Kyle?
yeah. I'm finished the other thing I was doing, so I'm good.
All right, cool. So we'll be here Monday nights live, 8 p.m. sharp. But during the week, we'll be well, I'll try if Kyle doesn't have time to post like little pre-recorded videos about different topics, and we'll touch base on those topics live on Mondays. That's the plan, hopefully going forward. So, like I always say, man, this platform is about having conversations, man. We are not educators, we are not teachers. We are only sharing our opinions and our viewpoints. We love to hear yours, even if they're not the same view as ours. It's about learning from each other, man. And like I always say, man, we don't always have to agree, but damn it, we should always talk. With that said, Kyle, take us home, man. Sing us our new theme song.
You couldn't even go with that one. I was about to go with my two. I was ready to go.
You was ready to go?
Yeah, I was
Shit.
ready to go. Rick and Kyle show.
Oh man. All right, man. With that said, you guys have a fantastic evening. We'll see you guys next week, man. And see you in the chat also, man. We're gonna start livening it up on the Facebook, on the Instagram, and I'm also gonna start popping that TikTok also, man. So you guys,
Hey, don't pop it
hey,
too
I'm
hard.
telling you, girl, stop. All right, you guys have a good night, man. See you guys next week, man. Take care. Be good.